that you're doing it on purpose. Sing like a singing on key. Talk to the girl that intimidates you. Pretend that you're brilliant and charming. I said pretend that you're brilliant and charming. Hey!
Welcome, everybody. Later with Jason Suel. So glad you're tuned in tonight on the television or wherever you're watching from, even on the what they call the World Wide Web. You can find all of our episodes out there on YouTube as well. Bo Counts joining me as always. Great to see you, Bo.
Hey, good to be here, as always.
As always. Man, I've just noticed that this desk over here has got like all kinds of accoutrement. And your podium doesn't have a whole lot of stuff on it. I feel bad about that.
I know. I don't have any shelf space on the podium.
If you could have something over there, what would you pick?
A refrigerator. I get thirsty.
Yes. Oh, for drinks. I thought it was going to be full of like cheese or something like that.
Oh, well, yes. Cheese for sure. And speaking of cheese.
Yes, speaking of cheese,
we got
that's
a cheesy
right.
show, right?
We do, man. Cheesy in the jokes, but also in the content. We've got Jessica Cahey from Sweet Freedom Cheese joining us to talk about, I didn't even know there was such a thing, but to talk about grilling cheeses. That's right.
Yeah, she's grilling cheeses with no bread?
I know. Yes, you got to stay tuned to find out what happens with that. And then we've got the music video of Willie Carlisle. Willie is an amazing artist. I feel like he kind of got his start right here in Northwest Arkansas, but then he has grown. Willie is an awesome guy, and he's got a new album out as well as a new music video. Here's what Willie had to say about his new music video.
Well, the album's called Peculiar Missouri, and it's a collection of 12 folk songs and ballads and cowboy stories. And it's a lot more of the same, only this time I'm working with a Grammy-winning producer in Joel Savoy down in Eunice, Louisiana.
Thanks, Willie. Always great to hear from you. And guess what, folks? Right now, we're doing something special. We're going to visit with Walton Art Center about a couple things, Artisphere and their recently announced Broadway season. I can't wait to hear what is coming up. So stick around. All that cheesy fun, it's happening later. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. Thanks for tuning in. Man, we are really blessed right now. We've got some folks from the Walton Art Center joining us. We've got J. Ross, Jennifer joining us, and Sally as well. And we're going to talk about a couple of upcoming programming items. First of all, I know that the season has been announced, the Broadway season, as well as Artisphere coming up. Welcome to the show, ladies. Thank you so much for taking the time to join us.
Thanks, Jason, for having us.
Yeah, for sure. Let's talk about Artisphere first, because Artisphere is coming up real soon. Sally, can you give us some details on Artisphere and what it looks like this year?
It's going to be May 6th through the 23rd. So this is the 11th festival. It still includes arts and nature, and a really good mix of both free and ticketed performances. One new thing that I do want to point out is Art Heist.
Oh, yeah.
So this is going to be an exciting 3-week-long experience here in Northwest Arkansas. It's a socially distanced, outdoor, immersive true crime show in which the audience members meet and interact with these various characters associated with the still unsolved heist.
Yeah,
pretty sure it was Colonel Mustard in the conservatory with the candlestick.
Right.
Could have been. Hey,
Absolutely.
And just for our audience, and you guys might not know this, hot news dropping right now. Guess who's going to be in Art Heist? Me! I'm in it! I'm going to be in the show, so you got to come and see it. It's in various locations throughout Northwest Arkansas. And if you haven't checked out, you want to whet your palate, whet your appetite for this.
Or pants.
There's a new documentary over on Netflix you can check out that gives you more information all about the Art Heist at the Gardner Museum. Jennifer, let's switch over to you and let's talk about this exciting new upcoming Broadway season at Walton Art Center. I'm thrilled about all of these shows. Can you kind of walk us through what we can expect?
We're starting at the end of October with Come From Away. Right after Thanksgiving, we have Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. It's a great show. It's so much fun. It's really an adaptation of the book itself, but there are familiar things that you will see from both of the movies that were made. We've got Mean Girls coming in, which, is great Christmas fare. Mean Girls is the same as the movie. It's the story of these kids in high school, and what they do to each other and how things are resolved. It's an awesome story. It's a great new musical. And then in January, after the new year, we're bringing in a brand new musical that's on its way to Broadway. It's based on a hit movie that had one of the greatest love songs and love scenes of all time right at the end of the movie.
Transformers.
It's an Officer and a Gentleman is coming in January. And then after that, in March, just for a couple of weeks, is this little show called Hamilton.
What?
That we are so excited about.
Yes.
We cannot wait to bring Hamilton to Northwest Arkansas. We have heard so much from everybody who are so excited about seeing that. Hamilton is a great story. If you don't know the story, look it up.
Yeah.
It's about Alexander Hamilton, the $10 founding father. He's
Can you
amazing.
quote the whole song? You're going into it right there. The $10
No, I
founding
can't.
father. Okay.
The last show in May is Fiddler on the Roof.
That's exciting. That's a classic that everybody can get behind and probably knows most of the songs. If they don't know Hamilton, they definitely know Fiddler on the Roof. So I'm looking forward to all of those shows. Congratulations on such an exciting season. And right now, people can still purchase season subscriptions. Is that right, Jennifer?
That's correct. Season subscriptions are still available, and we'll be opening single tickets later in the summer, and we'll be sure and let everybody know about that. But right now, you can buy a subscription to the whole season, and that's the best way to get the best seats.
Yeah, for sure. Very exciting stuff. It's exciting that everything's coming back online at Walton Arts Center with both Artisphere and with all of these shows. Sally, Jennifer, thank you for taking the time to visit with us. And hey, folks at home, we're going to have a little bit of fun with all of these shows that we just heard about from Jennifer. That's happening later.
Sam's Furniture doing good. Shine a spotlight on your neighborhood.
Well, we've returned to Sam's Furniture. We're joined by Nick Robbins, Returning Home, nonprofit based right here in Springdale. Tell us about the work that you do in our community.
Absolutely. Returning Home is a place for men and women that are coming out of incarceration that have a past that is hindering the future they desire. We'd love to come alongside them in that process.
And you were also talking about how you have a facility where they can stay, but also you provide services if they're not just staying at the facility. Tell me more about that.
Yeah, we have a food pantry, clothing closet. We help people get jobs. We have classes, but then we also have a residential component for men pulling directly from prison that are looking to stay for 90 days.
Well, if people are watching right now, they want to learn more about the organization, how can they do that?
Yeah, you can go to our website. It's www.returninghomenwa.com.
Thank you so much. Bo, what's going on?
I think I'm gonna return home with this lamp.
This is not what that means.
And now, Later with Jason Suel presents the Walton Arts Center 2021 P&G Broadway Series.
I am so excited about the Broadway series.
Yeah, I can't believe they cast us in all of them.
Let's get started!
This New York Times Critics' Pick takes you into the heart of a remarkable true story of 7,000 stranded passengers and the small town in Newfoundland that welcomed them.
I'm an islander. I am an islander. I'm an islander. I am an islander.
I'm not an islander. And you know, it's actually very cold here. You know, the more I think about it, this seems like a pretty strange premise for a musical.
I'm an islander. I am an islander.
Now's your chance to experience the wonders of Wonka like never before. Get ready for Oompa Loompas, incredible inventions, the great glass elevator, and more at this everlasting showstopper.
Come with me, and you'll be in a world of pure imagination.
You know, I knew I was gonna be the Oompa Loompa. Oh well.
Mean Girls is the hilarious hit musical from an award-winning creative team. Katie Heron may have grown up on the African savannah, but nothing prepared her for the vicious ways of her strange new home, suburban Illinois. Soon, this naive newbie falls prey to a trio of lionized frenemies.
I don't like mean girls.
I like Mean Girls.
I don't like mean girls.
I like Mean Girls.
That is so fetch.
You know, Jason, fetch is not a thing. Quit making fetch a thing. It's never gonna be a thing.
Whatever.
This is the story of a young recruit who faces challenges at Navy boot camp, but learns the importance of love and friendship, finds the courage to be his best self, and wins the heart of the woman he loves. A sweeping romance that lifts you up where you belong.
Hey, I'm gonna be a singing naval pilot in a musical.
You can't handle the musical.
I think that's the wrong musical.
Really? I'm pretty sure it was Richard Gere.
Hamilton is the story of America then, told by America now. Featuring a score that blends hip-hop, jazz, R&B, and Broadway, Hamilton has taken the story of American founding father Alexander Hamilton and created a revolutionary moment in theater, a musical that has a profound impact on culture, politics, and education.
Hamilton in NWA! Hamilton in NWA! Hey, hey! Hamilton's coming to NWA!
Well, I'm not throwing away my shot.
Rich with musical hits you know and love, including Tradition, Sunrise Sunset, If I Were a Rich Man, Matchmaker Matchmaker, and L'Chaim, Fiddler on the Roof is the heartwarming story of fathers and daughters, husbands and wives, and life, love, and laughter.
I have so many daughters and no money for dowry.
When do I stomp glass? Now. Did it.
L'Chaim!
And this has been the preview of the 2021 P&G Broadway Series at the Walton Arts Center, brought to you by Later with Jason Suel.
You know, Jason, we were born for this.
You can say that again. One more bow.
Smith & Associates Real Estate is a proud sponsor of Later with Jason Suel. They're excited to be a part of the growth and continued success in Northwest Arkansas.
I wrote this for a friend of mine. We used to sit around and talk about the meaning of life and so on. He was going through hard times, and some friends went to go check up on him. And they started banging on his door, and he didn't answer, and they kept banging, and he kept not answering. It's kind of a song for that moment. It's called The Grand Design. All I asked of you is your better years. All I know how to do is waste them. We'll philosophize on the grand design and mourn all of creation. And rejoice 'cause we're sorry and we tried. I'll rejoice if you're more than just alive. Now let the gods that give the world its sins, let them lay their lights down low for you now. I know they said we'd meet in eternity, still I wait for you below somehow. Coming home, you should know I ain't the same. Coming home forever changed. 'Cause there is evil enough in a half-full cup to tempt me towards the deep, dark find. When I believe in love and the things thereof, I know I feel you shine. I don't know, but I heard that there is more. I'm uneasy knocking on the door. 'Cause all I asked of you is your better years. All I know how to do is waste them. Now I laugh and cry at the grand design and mourn all of creation. Now I laugh and cry at the grand design and mourn all of creation.
Yes, folks, welcome back. Later with Jason Suel. So glad to welcome to the show Jessica from Sweet Freedom Cheese. Again, welcome back. Good to see you.
Hey, it's good to see you.
Yes.
Happy to be here.
Yes, we're happy to have you. You always bring in such delicious things that you have there at Sweet Freedom Cheese. Bo
Like
and I,
cheese and cheese and cheese.
I know.
That's right.
Bo and
It's
I are
all good.
always jealous of your setup. So what are you going to be doing today? Looks like you're frying some stuff. What do we got going on?
I mean, frying anything's delicious, right?
Yes.
But we're gonna fry some cheese. So, you know, a lot of cheese
Sold.
melts. I would say most cheese melts, but there's actually cheeses that you can grill. One of these, which I feel like a lot of people know, is halloumi. This is a goat and sheep's cheese from Cyprus. The first time I ever had it was at a really fancy restaurant here in Fayetteville, and they served it warm with a little balsamic drizzle over the top of a salad. And it was absolutely incredible, life-changing. I was like, what? Something that we serve here at the shop is called bread cheese. This is actually, it's got a fancy name in Finland. It's called lipajuusto, which means literally bread cheese or cheese bread.
So if you really want to screw up your keto, just get bread cheese.
No, this is all keto,
What?
100%.
Wow.
So it's like a misnomer because it kind of looks like bread and you can toast it like bread as well. But it's 100%, carb-free, 100% keto. Is literally just a slab of cheese. And so I've just cut it into little like finger widths, and I literally just put it in my cast iron. It doesn't need anything. You know, if you're feeling goosey about it, you can put maybe a little bit of oil down. But as long as you put it cut sideways in this toasted side up or down, it won't stick. It's really fabulous. And I just grill it, you know, maybe like 2 or 3 minutes on one side, and then flip it 2 or 3 minutes on the other side, and it's done.
What are you going with in terms of heat? Is it a medium heat? Is it a high heat? What do you got?
I would just say like medium-ish heat, because as always, you can, you know, burn things. And I'm always eager to eat my cheese, and so I don't like low. But you can see here, you know, it's starting, I think you guys can see, I haven't put any oil down, but it's starting to exude a little bit of that butter fat. So you can do the same thing on
That's what
the
I do
grill.
every time I go to the gym. I start exuding butter fat.
Yeah, I've seen you out exercising, exuding all the butter fats.
So the one that we have in our case that's cut to order is called Kefalotyri, and it's a Greek cheese. So you kind of see a little bit of a theme, but definitely cultures all over the world have been making grilling cheeses. But a lot of them in Greece, and this one is also a sheep and goat milk cheese, because that's kind of what's there. Not as many cows. And it's made for Saganaki. So we have a lot of people that have asked us, you know, Saganaki.
I mean, real facts. How many people have actually come in and go, tell me about Saganaki? Like
enough that we started carrying it.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
I've been looking for it since we opened, and we
These
finally,
people just
yeah,
can't
found
stop
it.
talking about Saganaki.
The difference with this one is Saganaki is actually typically breaded because why not, right? You could, I'm sure you could do like an egg batter if you wanted to, but the traditional way to do it is actually just wet the cheese. This is literally just a little bit of water, and then to take some flour and then just bread it. And that water is just to get that flour, like a little bit of that flour to stick. And so that's all you got is a little, breaded piece of cheese, and then just stick it in your pan. And then kind of same thing, takes just maybe a little bit longer than that bread cheese. I'd say maybe 3 to 4 minutes on each side. And it will, again, it's not going to totally melt. It'll start to ooze a little bit. And this one, we're going to serve with a little bit of honey and a little bit of mint, and it is just absolutely delicious.
Now, Jessica, while we're letting that cook there, can you give us, our viewers and us, a little bit of info on Sweet Freedom Cheese, maybe where you're located, what are your hours looking like now, stuff like that?
Absolutely, yeah. So we're at the 8th Street Market, actually just right over here. And we're open. We've been really fortunate as a grocery store to stay open kind of through the COVID crisis, and our hours haven't changed. So we're still Monday through Thursday from 10:30 a.m. till 6:30 p.m. And then we're open a little late on Friday and Saturdays until 8 p.m. and then closed on Sundays.
Jessica, that stuff, man, that cheese looks absolutely amazing. I can't wait to try that. I got to get up to Sweet Freedom Cheese and purchase some of that grilling cheese. It looks awesome. Bo, how about yourself?
Saganaki, sign me up.
Yeah, that's it. Yes, and stay with us, folks. We do have more cheesy things happening later. That's our show, folks. Thanks for tuning in to Later with Jason Suel. Remember, you can find us out there on your social media platforms. You can even send us an email over at laterwithjasonsuel.com. You can also watch all of the old episodes of our show over on our YouTube channel. Before we leave this episode, we've got to thank our amazing guests, beginning with the one and only Willie Carlisle.
And we can't forget all the cheesy goodness that Jessica Cahey from Sweet Freedom Cheese brought to the show.
So cheesy and good. And then the great folks from Walton Arts Center previewing their season. We had a lot of fun with them. That's our show. See you later, alligator.
After a while, crocodile.
Man, I want some cheese, dude.